This is not a review, but this is more of me trying to share my overall first impression and to give my thoughts out there whether this particular recorder can still hold up in today's standard. Sorry, I do not have a top camera, so you're not gonna be able to see any top view. But in the package, this is what you actually get. And mind you, this is not the exact package that you... Who always sends me message when I'm filming? Gosh. So like I was saying, this is not the exact packaging that you get when you buy straight from factory. Gosh, let me put this on silent, please. I hate this. Okay, so yeah, we're done. This is not the exact packaging that you get when you buy this particular recorder straight from factory. I mean, obviously you do get the recorder, but then when you look here, you can see two different capsules here, and this right here does not come included when you buy it brand new. I actually don't think you do get that. What I know is you do get this particular one, which is very much common. I think this particular one is actually included when you buy it brand new. I stand to be corrected because I did not get this exact unit brand new, but from what I've seen, a lot of people do get their recorders with this and not this one. Let me just put this here so I can show you guys the recorder itself. I'm sweating. I think that is because of the light. So yes, this is the Zoom H6, and I think this particular recorder has been very much popular and famous among creators. I think starting from the Zoom H4n to H5 and now to H6, I do know that Tayo Anna Films also uses the Zoom H6. Kojo Sheldon also uses the Zoom H6. When I went to his studio, I actually saw this recorder there. So it's kind of popular among creators, but just that people don't talk about that. I mean, they don't talk about these things that much, especially in Ghana. I think it's probably around 4-5 years now. There are two types, okay? You do get two types of this particular recorder, and I actually did not know about it until I started digging and I noticed this. So this happens to be the first generation, and then there's another one that you do get which is fully blacked out. So I'm not sure why they made that, but I think that is just to add a bit of differences and a few upgrades from this particular one. It's not really popular. A lot of people do not actually know about that one, but that is fully blacked out. I think even the capsule is also black, and that is the difference between this one and the other one as well. So yeah, the Zoom H6, as most of you guys do know, that it is a powerful audio recorder, and the fun part is you do have the ability to change. Let me quickly change this. So you can do this. Yeah, now it's a handy recorder, so you do have the chance to put this on top of it. If you don't want this, you can still go this particular. I mean, there are a whole lot of different style and different ways to go with the Zoom H6. I think I've actually owned about 3 or 4 of the Zoom H5, and the major problem that do I even have a problem with the H5? I think with the H5, the only issue happens to be the input, I mean the slots. So with the H5, you only get 2 of this XLR cable, I mean this XLR slots here. So it actually becomes a problem, especially when you want to host about 3 or more people on your show or podcast, anything. It struggles on that particular side, but other than that, I think everything works just like this. If you want to record some audio, everything is really great. But my only problem that I had with the Zoom H5 was the fact that I do not have enough XLR slots. But with the Zoom H6, they give you the ability to put 4 XLR slots, which is very much handy. And I think another major upgrade or advantage from the H5 is the fact that they now give us a little bit bigger screen than the H5, and also it is a color display, so you do get your real gains and all that in real life. It's actually accurate. I mean, it is real, and that is something that I actually prefer. Honestly, I've been in the market searching for a recorder, and the main reason why I pulled the trigger on getting the H5 was the fact that it has 4 slots. Nothing really crazy. I mean, it is an old recorder, but then of late I've been checking in the market, checking what type of recorder that will suit the type of job that I do, simply because I sold my Tascam. So this is the one that I managed to get my hands on. But the crazy thing is, I did not only buy this recorder. I bought 2 recorders. I know you guys might be saying, okay, but that's crazy, you have a lot of money to waste. But then it just happened impromptu. The person that I actually got it from in South Africa was traveling. The person needed some cash real quick, and he happened to have 2 of them. So in that case, I had to grab both of them. So I do have the Zoom Podcast P4, Zoom Track P4, and I also have the Zoom H6. So that is 2 recorders right now. Right now I have a whole lot of things with 0 amount of money in my bank account. So right now I'm totally broke. I'm down to earth. But yeah, honestly, the main reason why I'm making this video is for people who want to grab this particular recorder. I'm talking about the Zoom H6 in today's standard. I mean, if you want to buy the Zoom H6, or maybe if you are debating between the Zoom H5, the H4n, the Tascam X8, I mean, there are a whole lot of recorders on the field right now. But then I think the Zoom H6 is still a capable recorder in today's standard. If you are someone that normally does a lot of this type of YouTube videos, perfect. If you are someone that also do sound design, perfect. You do have the chance to record different types of sound. I mean, sometimes I do sound design as well. I can just record rain and all that for no valid reasons, simply because I do own channels that I do post sounds and all that. It's not really that a major career that I pursue, but then it's nice that you do get a recorder that do, I mean, almost all the major things that I needed to do. So when it comes to podcast, the Zoom H6 does it. Sound design, Zoom H6 got you covered. Filmmaking, it's got you covered. So I think it's all-round recorder. It is an all-round recorder, and I kind of like that, because I don't think this recorder does have, I mean, something that it doesn't do. I think it's pretty much covers everything that I personally need a recorder to do. And before I actually got my hands on it, I actually thought it uses a small SD card, but thankfully it uses the bigger SD card, which is kind of nice and an advantage. So I pretty much love that. Overall, I don't really have much complaints about the Zoom H6 right now. I think my only complaint will have to be the fact that it is a bit bulky, it is a bit bigger. Sorry about that. So it is a bit bigger, so in case you have a smaller hands like me, then you're going to have to use the 2 hands, but then it's not really that of a big deal. I mean, it fits in the hands great. So for people who want to pick it up in today's standard, I would say that this is a great all-round recorder, regardless of what you do: podcast, filmmaking, sound design, musician. This is a very nice tool to own. I'm not being paid by Zoom. I'm not being paid by anyone, but then these are just based on my own thoughts. I bought this with my own cash. Nobody sponsored it, so I think you should also know about that as well. In a couple of days' time, I'll be comparing the Zoom H6 with the PodTrack P4 as well. So yeah, if you want to see that as well, subscribe and like this channel, do all the clicking so you don't miss out when I post the video. Overall, I pretty much love this particular recorder, and I'm not sure which of the recorders I'll be keeping, and I'm not sure which of the recorders I'll be selling. I mean, they are both great. They are both great with a few upgrades and downgrades here and there, but then I think in future maybe I'll be able to decide. Before I end this video, these recorders are for sale. Whether you want the H6 or the PodTrack, let me know. But I think for now I will be able to give it to someone who is in Ghana or South Africa for now. So overall, that is my personal thoughts about this particular Zoom H6. If you have any questions that you would like to know or ask, drop it in the comment section. I'm more than willing to answer everything. Thank you very much for coming, and please do not forget to subscribe. It helps me a lot. Till then, I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe. Peace.